Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the Zunist Zunbils. So in the last episode we successfully pieced out the Umayyads for our bunch of gold and 3% moral authority, and we are tantalizingly close to being able to click this button and reform the Zunist faith. We're at 46%, we're about to hopefully beat this religious uprising which will get us to 47. We have several temples building which hopefully will get us over 50 if none of the other modifiers drop off before then. Unfortunately, I don't think we can see anywhere the duration of these and when they're going to expire. But we also have this war that we're hopefully going to win against the Mansurids if they don't get wiped off the map by the Abbasids first, since the Abbasids are conducting the invasion of Arabia, which I'm not sure what happens if they win that, which it seems like they're likely to. They may just take the Mansurids off the map completely. But we have a pretty good chance of getting to that 50%, I think, so let's unpause and continue here. Defeating this religious uprising is going to be the first step. We're capped on war score from battles, unfortunately, so we're going to have to take back these holdings to get to 100. I guess we could white piece them, but I'm not sure if we get the... But we do get the 1% moral authority for white piecing them, so all of this is unnecessary. Well, we're about to finish the siege anyway, so we may as well. That gets us to 94. Can we assault this last one? We could. Let's do it. Okay. So that is that done. We'll execute the perpetrator. And I think for now I'm just going to disband my troops. Pretty sure we don't have to worry about a Mansurid army. Although actually, we could increase our chances of actually winning this by sieging a couple of counties in here. So, to that end, I'm just going to wait a couple of months for our levies to replenish a little bit and then raise troops to go do that. No factions to worry about since we're defending against infidels, of course. 46% moral authority. I think we lost 1% from somewhere. And I wish I could remember exactly how many temples we're building. I think it's 4. 1, 2... I'm not going to bother trying to count them all. You annoyed a mayor. Not a big deal. Let's wait till the 1st of March and raise troops. Just my personal levies, I think. Actually, we can raise the vassal levies without having to suffer any opinion penalties, so we'll raise some. And let's definitely keep an eye on this war. Seems to be sort of stalled out around the 50% mark, so yeah, it seems the Abbasids have some other wars going on, so they may not be focusing on it. In fact, they're about to lose a holy war against the Byzantines. Defending against the Irish band, okay. I guess they were paying some mercenaries and went bankrupt. So that's good. Let's hope they have a terrible time. Will hopefully give us the time we need to get to 100. We can invest in military tech, so I guess we'll just bump up light infantry and cavalry. Still don't have any retinues, so there's no real point to raising military organization just yet. Though we can probably afford to build some retinues, considering that we can actually make money even while we have our domain levy raised now. We had a son born to our heir, who will now be our new eventual heir, assuming we don't lose our son at some point. No, wait, that would still end up with our grandson inheriting his son. There's a temple completing. Over here, we can create a new vassal in here and transfer his vassalage to our duke. %47 moral authority. Let's get in here and start sieging. Sent a preacher who we will, of course, ransom. Yeah, it seems the Mansurids are pulling this back a bit, so hopefully this just continues. They're also defending against a host claim, so hopefully that will keep their armies occupied and we'll be able to take a few holdings in here and get this to 100% quickly. Ooh, and we have some troops raised over here, which I missed. We'll get them on their way. I'm pretty sure in this case we don't get any moral authority for white piecing, unlike against the religious revolts. So we do have to push him to 100% to get anything out of it. How big is his army if he was to actually send it over here? Pretty small, so we don't need to worry about that. Well, by all means, send the preachers. I'll keep sending them back. Please, keep them coming. Thank you. So generous of you. So this holding's about to fall. Got 8% from that one apparently, that's pretty good. Still at 47%, so assuming it's still there when we get the victory, and we have a Sunni uprising, assuming it's still at 47 when we get the victory, we will be able to click the button. And we do have the temples coming as well, so that will help too. Alright, I think we're going to have to go ahead and raise the rest of our troops to deal with this. This religious uprising, of course, will give us an additional 1%. Oh, you stay there, please. Which I think pretty much assures us that we're going to be able to do it one way or the other. There's a temple. 2 temples. So this gets us to 49. Okay, this one we will create a new vassal and transfer vassalage. one is up here. Create a new vassal. And transfer to him. %. I think that was the last temple we had building though, so we're not going to get that 1% from temple right now. We have to finish one of these 2 wars. And that siege has gotten us to 98%. Let's leave that one alone. We are going to get to 100% from ticking war score before we finish the second siege, I think, so no point continuing. Here we go. Enforce demands, 476 gold, 3% moral authority. Oh, and that's a very welcome sight. The religion can be reformed notification. 52%. Reform the Zunist faith. Reforming the Zunist faith will turn it into an organized religion with a religious head. Unless you control all the holy sites, doing so requires 50% moral authority and control of 3 Zunist holy sites, which we have. It will cost us 750 piety, which we have. We'll be able to use the Holy War CB, get access to most succession laws, no longer suffer prestige loss while at peace, which we don't get anyway as Zunists. Have less trouble with independent-minded vassals, which I don't think we have trouble with either as Zunist. I think that's referring to the longer, or the more significant short reign penalty. Anyway, we will also lose our defensive supply limit penalty, which is bad, but I think it's well worth it. And our vassals will get upset if we raise their levies, which they already do, so let's go ahead and reform the faith. The Church of Zun Reformation. The ancient Church of Zun religion is proving unable to withstand the onslaught of the cross and the moon. Rather than abandoning the old ways, the Shah and the most powerful priests have decided to reform the Church of Zun faith. With codified rites, a holy scripture, and a strict church hierarchy under a single leader, they hope that the reformed Church of Zun faith is better armed to fight back against the weak and effeminate foreign beliefs. For the sun. So we need to appoint a new diviner, apparently. Let's go ahead and do it. We have a high priest now, apparently, so that's good. Ooh, and we've got a nice and shiny new icon. That's great. We'll appoint him as the diviner then. We do still need to deal with the Sunni uprising. So, does he have an actual holding? This is a titular title. Okay, so he's, I guess, just one of our random Sun Guardians. Yeah, he lives in there. Alright, good to know. So, we now have no new Zunist counties, we have only the old Zunist ones. Oh, this one is actually converted to new Zunist, so we need to put our diviner on proselytizing. I guess we'll use him in the capital first. Oh, our capital is also Church of Zun, so we'll just use it in here and get this converted. So we should start seeing a lot of conversions pop up, since we can actually do that effectively now. We see how much, yeah, 18.9%. A huge improvement from the less than 1% that we typically had previously. We should get access to the actual Holy War CB now, which will allow us to take duchies instead of the single county conquests. We have a new satrap, I guess, okay. And we should see a holy order starting at some point. Add a granddaughter. So I'm not sure what the deal is with holy wars, or great holy wars rather, whether we have to petition our high priest for those, or whether he just decides what to do himself, or if we can declare them. I don't think we can personally declare them. But we'll find out though. It'll be an exciting voyage of discovery. We do have some factions forming now thanks to the plus 75 dropping off from defending against infidels. Nothing too dangerous just yet though. and we have somebody revolting against a vassal. Not a big deal. Do want to keep an eye on the religious map mode now to watch all of our counties start converting, which I'm sure they will. A claimant to my titles is hiring men for an attack against me. Well, we don't like that. He's old Zunist. See if he can possibly be murdered before he does that. That would be great. I wonder if this is something that can only happen when you are a reformed religion, because we have not had it happen yet in this campaign. Though we lost the siege to this Sunni uprising. Not a problem. Fortunately, this county that they are in is desert, so we won't have any terrain penalties to attacking them in there. And hopefully we'll get there in time to be able to re-siege the holding, or re-siege it by assault, rather than the slow way, which would be nice. Actually trying to leave. Not too surprisingly, we're not going to catch him. Put you in charge, see if this helps. And it does. I've been corresponding regularly with my daughter and always make sure to see her whenever I get the chance to give sage advice and remind her of her duties. Apparently improves her opinion. Okay, we captured somebody in the battle. We did not wipe out the army though. We'll go ahead and follow. Actually, I did mean to see if we could assault this back first, but I think it's actually going to be quicker to wipe out this army. Independence faction as well. Still nothing too dangerous. This one's at 40% actually. That's a little worrying. Let's start spreading some money around here to take care of some of this. You could be a venerable elder too. We could righteously imprison the chief of Bori, who is not in any factions, I think. Unless it's him. No. Free technology is great. We wiped out the Sunni uprising. You are getting executed. Okay, let's disband our troops. And when we're at peace, we'll hold a celebratory festival of the sun, except that it's just turned October, so we can't. Okay. Well, let's pay attention to this plot anyway and see if we can bribe anybody into it. It seems that we are not going to be able to do that. So we may end up having to fight this guy, which is unfortunate, but we are going to hold on to our large stockpile of money, I think, and hire mercenaries if necessary. We'll wait till April. Hold the Festival of the Sun. While we're at peace, let's check out our possible CVs. See if we have the Great War. It doesn't look like we can declare Great Wars, but we can, of course, declare the standard Holy Wars for duchies now, which is much better than the single county conquest. We'll definitely take advantage of those. Probably in the very next episode, if I had to guess. Actually, probably not, because we're going to have to deal with this, and it might take a while. Okay, you improve the opinion of the satrap. We'll see who else needs their opinion improving. This is the revolt, so we don't care about him. Birjand is actually our most powerful vassal who's not on 100%, so we'll send our vizier to him. Still haven't had any counties converted, I think, but I'm sure all of our vassals' diviners are hard at work at it, as ours is. And if they have a similar 18-ish% chance, shouldn't take too long for us to start seeing conversions. And and there we go. There's my mana. So I believe it's April we have to wait to do the festival. Let's do it. 50 gold. You have begun preparations for the Festival of the Sun. You send out messengers with invitations to your vassals, expecting all to come and honor the sun. Come all to celebrate his light. Festival of the Sun is about to start, and in accordance with tradition, the festivities begin on a sunny morning. Large crowds have gathered around, and priests walk among them, distributing blessings in the name of the sun. Praise the sun. Walking under the sun. The time has come for one of the main events of the Festival of the Sun, the ceremony known as Walking Under the Sun. A sunny day is chosen, and on it, Zun's faithful walk barefoot around the circumference of the temple 99 times. All the while chanting pious rhymes. It is a ritual of physical and spiritual cleansing, as well as a tribute to the radiant Lord Zun. It is known both for inspiring great piety and for causing great physical and mental exertion, so we gain 30 piety. And ceremony of thanksgiving to Zun, the giver of justice, is held in the courtyard. All the attendants bare their heads and kneel to give thanks for the light, warmth, justice, wisdom, and fertility that he gives his faithful worshippers. Bread spiced with holy saffron is passed around and consumed by the worshippers. 20 more piety. And the festival is over. The giver of justice has been properly honoured, and the realm is looking forward to a bright future under his blinding gaze. Alright, so that is going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.